It's a handful of parties who are present here. We have made an effort to reach out to other parties. We have not been so fortunate to reach everybody. Our wish would have been that this is a united front of all political parties. Unfortunately, because of the short timeline within which we had to organize this, it was not possible for everyone to be reached and their consent sought to get them to participate. And for all those who think that rightfully we should have consulted them and bring them on board, we sincerely apologize. But we could not pass off this opportunity to really make this statement. So I hope they would understand it in that way. But I do believe that this is a matter of national concern, and that the concerns we have are also the concerns that other political parties have, and indeed the concern of all peace-loving and law-abiding Gambians, and especially those who want to see the Gambia with a very clean human rights record. Thank you.
Name, Media House.
Is it directed to me?
Anyone can question.
Okay, thank you. I will take a stab at it. I will not go into the legal semantics because it involves a lot of legal gymnastics. There is the law for peaceful assembly. There is the law for use of microphones or loudspeakers or microphones in processions. These are completely different provisions and often misunderstood. But the important thing is that these are laws that we have inherited from our colonial masters through the Vagrancy Act that you would have in Eastern Africa and so forth. In West Africa through the Public Order Act, which were only intended to muffle our forefathers, keep them silent and quiet, and to ensure that they have a way, a quick way, to keep us behind bars whenever they felt that we have taken steps really to speak up about matters of concern to us. This is a colonial legacy. Interestingly enough, last week I gave a lecture at the university, the law school week, the law week at the university. And this is precisely the subject I talked about. I don't know whether it's just deja vu or whatever, but the university thought that I should talk about the evolution of the criminal law in this country and the post-TRRC aspects of things. And this was a matter that was central in the TRRC. We all remember Femi Peters in 2010 when he was arrested, prosecuted, and sentenced for organizing a political event without a permit. We remember April 10th and 11th when our brothers and sisters were gunned down in the streets. We remember when Solo Sandeng was arrested precisely for this same event that has occurred yesterday for protesting against law reform, and he was quickly bundled together with others and taken to NIA and other places. We discovered his body somewhere in Tanye, and a lot of the others were so severely tortured. A few have died since. This is not too long ago. This was 2014, just 10 years ago. It's as if we have not learned from history. The president of our country was a member of that same political party. He came to power mainly as a result of the Jame application of the Public Order Act on Gambian civilians. After Solo Sandeng, Ba Usainu Dabo and others and members of the UDP went out to protest, and they were equally arrested under that same terrible colonial law and sentenced to prison. If our president is sincere in his belief that Ba Usainu and others were doing what is right for this country, if he is sincere that they were doing what is a heroic act, it is a shame that what happened yesterday has happened. We should learn from the past. We are not calling for trouble in this country. We are calling for peace. We are asking the president of this country to exercise his authority under the Constitution to ensure that this country is in peace by ensuring that the executive and the police, they take measured actions that would calm the tension in the country, measured action that would bring about reflection of the people, for the people to realize that this is a country of laws, that we can only progress if we respect each other's rights, if we try to foster peace. And that is what we call for. We hope that the events of these days would inspire sober reflection from everybody, from the president downwards to all of us, such that we would do what is right for this country. We are a small country. All of us are connected together one way or the other. We should treat each other right. We should treat each other properly. There is no benefit to keeping those young people in jail for doing what they did. If we call Ba Usainu and others heroes of this country for defying dictatorship to come out and protest, we should equally hold these young people by the same standard for their heroism to go out and protest what they believe is wrong. What is good for the goose is also good for the gander. Thank you very much.
Name, media house.
My last question was a question, which I said, would you call for a coalition to ensure that what you are advocating is achieved come 2026?
Well, I think what you see here shows the spirit of all the parties sitting here to come together to advocate and stand for the problems of this country. So it shows that we are willing to, when necessary, come together. And you see that we were able to read out a joint statement signed by everyone, showing clearly that we can come together and discuss issues and collectively agree on what we think is the best course of action. So I commend all parties that have participated in this, but I also do say that it's just unfortunate that we could not reach other parties, but I am sure that if we did, they would have been willing to participate in this exercise. We can always put aside our differences and focus on the things that really bind us together. So it is possible to answer your question. Honestly think that it is important that these laws are repealed. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think the TRRC recommended repeal of these repressive laws. But that said, the most important thing now, today, is not repealing that law. The most important thing now is the actions of our president as the chief executive in this country and the Commander-in-Chief of our armed forces. He should show presidential leadership by taking the steps that would calm down the tension in this country. It is his responsibility to bring about the peace in this country. If he acts in a very high-handed manner, it could brew unnecessary, unwarranted heightening of the situation. But if he acts, as I hope he will, if he acts in a measured manner, if he acts humanely, if he tempers the law as they understand it, with the mercy that the situation deserves, if he looks at this as the future of Gambians speaking on behalf of others, then I do think that the situation would change. I sit here not to cause trouble. No, I sit here to implore him to show that the buck stops with him, to show that Gambia has the kind of leadership that everyone should be proud of. A leadership that, in spite of the blue letter law, is concerned about the welfare of the people, is concerned about the peace of the country, and is ready always to show leadership and take steps that would strengthen our unity and foster peace in this country. And that's what I'm asking for. As I speak now, I understand that there are some youths around Westfield gathered demanding their rights. With these things, if they are not handled properly, if they are not handled with good leadership, they can escalate. I pray to God that that will not happen in this country. We did the TRRC, and we said never again shall these things happen in this country. Do we wish that never again to be a statement that we do not believe in? Do we, it's like history is repeating itself. 2014 is repeating itself. We have to be mindful of what 2014 gave us. It gave us the untimely death of Solo Sandeng. It gave us the unlawful arrest of Ba Usainu Dabo and others. It brought us an almost, I don't want to use that word, because it could be deliberately misinterpreted to say that Essa is trying to steer discontent and all that. I know the sedition laws, so I would not use that word. But I want to say that it caused Gambians to come together and say, enough is enough, we are going to get rid of this dictatorial government. Don't underestimate Gambians. 2016 we did. 2026 is round the corner. Don't test us.
Next, yes, sir.